This is one of the videos where I was absolutely sure before I do it, and then there come the day where I want to film the video and I just think about myself, Vanessa, why are you so dumb? Why do you want to do something like this? I want to be sure that you know before this video starts that you can nothing learn about this video. It is only just for fun. It is only an experience for myself that I know, yes, this is possible. Welcome back. My name is Vanessa from Wild Woman Bushcraft. A few days ago I was with my friend at the Christkindl market. So this is something special in Bavaria or in Germany before Christmas. And we was drinking their hot wine. And we talk about back pain and cold hands and all the stuff that you get over the winter months. And I have often back pain, and because of this I have plasters which are really warm when you pick them on your skin. And after this the dumb idea was born. So those heating stripes are not only heating up your body, it has also the positive effect that it warms up your muscles, and when the muscles are warm they don't hurt anymore so bad. And while we are talking, we remember a video that I've done in the winter before where I just spent a night only in underwear in the hay. And my friends told me, oh, you don't need a winter jacket and all of this stuff because you can do everything. So your body is so strong, you have no problem with the winter temperatures. And then, while we are talking, we've built and construct from this very silly idea. Because what I want to test out today, after talking about this with my friends, is that I spent several hours, or maybe also an overnighter, in the forest in the winter temperatures about 0 degrees, only in underwear, and covered the body with those heating stripes. Is this possible? I am Vanessa Blank, that means I have to try it, I want to try it, and I want to show you that it is possible. But I have no idea how it is working. And because of this I want to create a safety area around me, and because of this I film close to my forest cabin. So I have the cabin there if it is really not working. I do not want to walk all the way outside of the wood to my car when my body is so cold. So when it is not working I can go in the cabin. And if it is working I will spend the night there. I want to create there a very small camp with only the top, an isolation pad and a blanket. So let's try it out if it is possible or not. So you see it at the camera. I'm not alone outside because maybe I have cold hands later and then it is really terrible if you had to use the camera too. So I have someone with me who films me, and I also asked my doctor before if there is any risk when I try this out, because I do not want to have a medicine collapse here out in the woods. So I asked if it is possible or if there is something dangerous for the body. And there is something that you had to know while you're using those heating straps, but I will talk about this later. The plan is doing everything like this. I want to fix now my camp, top, isolation pad and a blanket. I have no extra winter sleeping bag with me because I'm expecting that my body doesn't get so cold. I will find out later if it is really like I think or not. And when I fixed my camp I go into the cabin, remove the clothes, and then I fix all those heating pads. Or I had to fix it, I'm not sure if I can reach every part of my body. And then we start the experiment. So this is everything that I have for the night. A tarp to protect myself from one side against the wind and maybe from the snow. It could be that it's snow, but I think not. And then an isolation pad and a wool blanket. This is everything that I got for the night. So it is now 4 o'clock in the it is 4 o'clock and we have 3.3 degrees. It is not that much, so I think the night will be pretty cold, and we can check out the temperature from time to time, because then it is more realistic that we can see how cold it is and how warm I feel my body. So I have one temperature set outside of the cabin and one I want to bring under my tarp, and then I can check the temperature each time that I want. Aiko had not to spend the night outdoors without sleeping bag. She can sleep tonight in the cabin. And so I know it is a little bit difficult that you know that I am honestly and that I am really being outdoors the whole time. So I cannot prove it. You just have to trust me that I really want to test it, because I really think that it could working. I'm not sure if I really made it over the night, but till the night I'm pretty sure that I can handle the temperature with those heating stripes. And then you can be sure that I go not between the scenes into the cabin, because if I would do this, that I'm not being honestly, I won't show you that I film next to the cabin. And when the time is there that I go to the cabin, the experience is over, because that means that I cannot handle it anymore. So I start the experiment later in the day, because I want to spend the whole night outdoors, and it is easier if I start later at the day. So if it would be a bushcraft trip, a really bushcraft trip, I would start in the morning hours, but today it is something else. So I go now inside of the cabin, eat something warm, drink a tea, maybe I also bring a tea later outdoors, and if I feel well and warm, I want to cover my body with the heating stripes, and then I go outside and start it. But I won't lay down at the beginning, because I want to be in movement. That helps my body to stay warmer, and then we will see how it works. So here can you see the temperature inside of the cabin. We have now 40.9 degrees and outside 3.3 degrees. So it was not so cold the last days. We had always 0 degrees, -1, -2 degrees. So it is really uncomfortable, and everything was frozen outside, but it was not that cold. So I will heat up now the cabin, because I only came an hour before, and of course the cabin is not so warm anymore, but I have a great isolation, I have a great oven, and if I want it, I can heat up the cabin to 30 degrees. So I take care now that I have a good temperature inside. If I have to stop the experiment, if it is too cold, I can come in a warm cabin and heat the body up. So these are the heating stripes that I want to use today, because they cost under $1. They're really cheap, but really great. They work very, very fast and hot. And they are also flexible, so you can move with them without they are falling down. I really love them. So I remove now the package, and then we start to fix it. Before I start, I make myself a hot tea. So I've made myself now a tea. It is called Peace Inside. So maybe I need it. And then I eat something and we can start. So I need a little bit of sugar. The cabin is always a little bit wet, and that means that the sugar is always in such big pieces, but sugar means energy and I need a lot of energy this night. I eat both very well, and now I start to fix the plasters. They need around 30 minutes till they get really warm. That means I fix them inside and then I wait the 30 minutes. And when my whole body is very hot because of them, I go outside in the cold. For a long time I thought smartwatches aren't something for me, but then I got ill, and till this time I won't miss my smartwatch, because with this I can see my heart rate, I can see if I walk enough, I have a pulse oximeter, I can see how warm it is here at my arm, how the body temperature is at this point, and this gives me a little bit of safety. But of course technique is great, but you should be able to feel your body without technique, and this is a great plus, but you had to feel it yourself too. And I also would not try something like this without another person who checks if everything is fine with me. So safety at first. This is how it looks at the moment. So everything what is blue or green there is a heart rate which is too high, but this is normal by my illness, so I'm very looking forward how it looks when I'm outside, if the heart rate is going faster or not. So then I have it also here at the watch and can check it out. The temperature is 24 degrees actually, and we will take a look outside too. Of course the watch isn't show my temperature inside of the body, only there at the skin, but this is also very interesting to watch. So these are the plasters. They are very flexible, and the brand tells you should not use more than once a day, not use them longer than 3 hours, and do not use them over the night. So I use each of these points not like it stands here inside of the direction, and it works, but of course you have to try it out, how your body reacts out of these plasters, if you have allergic reaction or not. And you can have, in the worst case, a burned skin with this, so be really careful. This is no joke when you use them. And I also want to cover my whole body with them, but not at the parts where the skin is very thin. Everyone who had a plaster at their skin with hair knows how painful it is to remove them. So I took preparations that I have no hairs at the parts where I fix now the plasters, because I won't have such a painful removement. Okay, I will be not complete naked outdoors with the plasters. I let my underwear on and also a wool t-shirt, also shoes, and this here for the boot part, and that my torso is warm enough, and everything else is covered with the plasters. So the shoes are cold, and it is also cold here inside of the cabin without the trousers and jacket. So I'm very looking forward to go outside now in the coldness, but it must be. I won't use the plasters at parts where the skin is very thin, like under the knee, because when the skin is thin, you could burn your skin with those heating stripes, and this is something that I don't want. Bescheuert schaut's ja schon aus. So I find out that the glue isn't working right from the plasters, and I had never problems with them, and I think it is because my skin is very cold now. So I go in front of the petroleum oven in the hope that they glue better then, because when they aren't at the skin, they aren't working, and this would be a situation that I won't have. Okay, it starts to burn, especially at my back. Now it is for me time to go outside, and I'm very interested how the skin feeling changed with the cold temperature. If it feels outdoors also very hot or only warm. So let's try it out. I'm not sure if I want to sit down at the camp or walk around. We will see how I feel outdoors. Okay, it is a little bit surreal because at one point here where the arms I have goose skin because it's feel cold there, also here, but then the other part is that my back is really burning because it is so hot. It feels like I'm several centimeters away from the campfire. But this is normal, so I had this every time I use them. And I had no burnt skin, so I know how long I could have it on my skin. But my body isn't knowing actually how he should react to this situation. So let's see how it is in the next hours. So you see that I have one item more. I had here the sheep fur on top of my isolation pad, because the isolation pad themselves is so cold and I don't want to lay down at something cold like this, so I have it on top. So the challenge is starting now. Aika is going inside of the cabin now because I won't go inside now, but I won't also walk around like I thought before. I am going now under the blanket and hope that I am a little bit warmer at my whole body. So my back, where the skin is very thin and there is no fat, is pretty hot, and the legs, where there is a bigger skin and more fat, is colder. So I'm going now under the blanket and hope that I get everywhere warm. So there is actually a little fight inside me. The one part want to say me remove the plasters at the back because they are so hot, and the other part tells me no, they have to be there because you need to make the whole night. So I really want to make it over the night, but actually I'm not sure anymore if I can really handle it the whole night. Under the blanket it feels now comfortable, but I'm not sure how it is going the next hours. But I want to make definitely several hours without going inside of the cabin or put my clothes on. We are actually by +1 till +2 degrees, but I think the night will be going colder, so I wait for -1 or -2 degrees, so this is the normal temperature actually. So I'm sure I can handle it. So I try to don't lay me down, because I know when I lay down it is harder later for me to stand up again. And I have many rough nights behind me in extreme conditions, and it is every time so that I had to stand up in the middle of the night to move the body to get warmer. Otherwise I cannot handle it, so I walk around later surely, and then when I go to sleep I try to do it very light that I can move the whole time. So I am sitting here for a long time, and I had a lot of time to think about different stuff, and I think maybe I do something wrong with those plasters, because maybe the body needs a lot of energy to heat up like this with these plasters. Maybe it would be better to just sit there without the plasters and freeze. I know that freezing also needs energy, but I'm not sure what of them both needs more energy. So maybe there is a doctor around you, under my viewers, and can give me an answer to these questions. I don't know. So before I make more thoughts about this experiment, I read in the World Wide Web about if you can put too much of them on the body, but I don't really find something, so I asked the doctor. And he said it is okay, you had to make it to a point where you feel well. So I'm actually at a changing situation, because the one part is cold, the other part is too hot. It could happen that I remove some of the plasters during the night because I feel unwell. So if you never try some of the plasters before, you can describe the feeling like the skin is burning. yeah, it feels really like burning. And it is so that when you remove the plasters, your body is, the skin is very, you had to be careful because it feels another way. You can feel pain in another way after using them. And different brands describe different hours, how long you can use them. The ones talk about 3 hours, the next one 5, the next one 8. Another one tell it is no problem to use them over the night. So they have not all the same concentration of the cayenne pepper inside. So it works with cayenne pepper, and so you can make it till a point where you feel unwell. And actually, I'm not sure if I could really have them on my body the whole night because it is so damn hot. So it is very cold now at some parts of my bodies and of my body, and the other part is too hot. I drank hot tea before, but it doesn't change anything. So the blanket is too small that I can cover my whole body. I have the blanket under me and over me, but there are cold bridge around my body where the coldness is coming inside. The plaster at the neck is burning so hot that I want to remove it, but I know when I remove it, the neck gets cold later because there is not really much blanket over my head. So actually, I'm nearly sure that I cannot sleep this night. I just want to make it a longer time, several hours till now. But I think I will not make it over the night, and I also think I cannot sleep. So it is just a waiting. How long or how far can I go? It is so fucking hot at my neck. I feel so uncomfortable. So don't try this experiment. Learn about my mistakes. Do not do the same shit as I do. It isn't worth it. I came to a point where I feel so unwell. It is hot. I want to scratch my body, but I know when I scratch that I remove the blanket and then it is cold again. The feet are pretty cold. It hurts. It is burning. So I'm done. Really, I'm done. At the beginning, I was so motivated. I thought I could really make it through the night, and it is not cold. But I don't thought that some parts of my body would be so hot. So I am fully motivated, but I had to be realistic, and I know that I can't make it. So it is clear now. I cannot make it through the night. It is only a waiting till I came to the point where I said, now it is enough. I want to wait now a little bit longer to fight against this feeling, to stop it. But and then I cannot bring the experiment to the end that I wanted. my heart rate is 78. A good heart rate for me. I thought it would be higher, but it doesn't matter now because I want to stop the experiment now. I have enough. I want to go inside of the cabin, remove the plasters, put on clothes and go into a warm bed. I'm done. Aua, Patte! Oh God! Aua! Oh. Oh, leck mich am Arsch, brennt das. Oh. No, I'm not wondering anymore why it hurts so bad. I never tried before at the stomach area. Yeah, but you can see it was very uncomfortable. Ah, Scheiße. Oh nein. So, wo ist das? So, I'm so happy that I can remove it now. Everything is away, but you see there are everywhere such stripes. And you can see it here very well at the arm. There are the stripes, and when I put the arm together, this was the points where the plaster also had such scratches. I cannot describe it better. And then there are these parts where it is very, very hot. So the baddest part is the stomach area. So you can see really how the plaster burns the wood, not the wood, the skin there. I am a little bit chaotic in the head now, and I'm very happy that it had an end now. So don't try it. It was no good idea. I feel much better now. I feel like a new human. Normally this feeling is always after a bushcraft trip when I come home and I take a shower. But today it is enough to remove the plasters and put on my clothes. So I had to stop much earlier, but there was this point in my head that tells me, no, you had to make it, you had to be strong. But now we are at a point where it is not going anymore. And of course it is also okay. It was just an experiment. I just want to try it out. So I was sure that this feeling with the plasters won't stop the whole night, because I tried the plasters several times at home, always the same point at the back, and they are hot the whole night and also the next day. I know the brand always tell you do not use them so long, but I do it, and it won't stop this feeling. So I had to make the decision to stop, and it was cold enough. So we were always around 0 degrees, but normally the temperature in the night is at the deepest point around 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night. So maybe it won't get colder now, but anyway, it was okay. So I am rich now. Not rich at money, but rich about this what I make. I know now that it isn't working. I thought really at the beginning it is maybe possible. I hope that it is possible, but because when you don't think that you can make it, you are not beginning it. And I really thought that there would be a chance that this helps me during a cold night. So it could also happen like this, that it works great. And I have now something for the cold winter months that I can put on my skin and which helps me to stay warm. Sadly, it is not like this, but it is okay. I tried out, I failed, and it isn't important that you win the competition. It is important that you try it, because this makes you richer. And I made about 4 hours. Not long, not enough, but I tried. And now I'm driving home. I won't sleep at the cabin tonight because I want to have a very, very warm bed and a warm shower now. And yeah, I'm out for today. I hope you liked the video. If you like it, feel free to comment and also thumbs up. Ika wants to drive home also. And if you won't miss any video in the future, press the subscribe button and also activate the bell to don't miss any video. I'm out for today. Wish you a great time. Bye bye.